Hello, my beautiful friends who have an earth sign in their big three, a sun, moon, or rising. Welcome to How the Heck Do I Apply October's Energy to Me as a wayshower, light worker, visionary leader, someone that is here to support humanity in this beautiful transformation that we're going through that is rocky as heck sometimes. So if you are someone who has one of your big three, sun, moon, or rising in an earth sign. So my friends with Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy, welcome. So I'm going to give you a reading about how to interpret and really like anchor in the aligned action and what needs to happen to step into your main character energy. For more context about your main character energy, go ahead and watch my October energy interpretation. It was all about really rising above what is happening on the planet and stepping into your main character energy as a creator and narrator of your own story so that you can do the things that you came here to do, because you've got big things planned. And we want to start by rooting that deeply into the earth. So earth, all about the physical realm, including the body and the systems and the structures. So the card that I'm going to pull from my Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle deck wants to share the way to really support yourself through these really interesting times is through connecting to nature. And I'm really getting two parts of this. Everything is so multidimensional and multi-layered, but like outer nature, connecting with Gaia, connecting with the earth herself, and all of the plants and the trees and the animals and the birds and the bees and the lakes and the streams, everything, because that fills you up and you feel better when you do. But also tapping into your inner nature as well and really like becoming very okay with who you are and the manner in which you are doing things, and understanding that it's not always going to be as simple as it is with other people, or as fast, or as like whatever story you're putting on it about who you are and what you're doing. You get to do this your way, tapping into your nature, just like everything in nature has its own energy and its own timing, right? You don't look at a fruit on a fruit tree and see one peach that is not as ripe as the other peach and yell at the peach that's not ripe yet to hurry up. No, you're like, well, give it more time. The earth energy is oftentimes the most slow moving. Now, I have a Taurus rising and a lot of Sagittarius energy. So I'm like fast, fast, speedy, speedy. And what I'm stepping into, because that's the ascendant energy, right? Is what are you stepping into? What are you here to grow into and learn? My lessons in this lifetime were to slow down and remember that to go slow will actually help us go fast, because that rushing energy never gets us anywhere. So this is part of the piece. And for you, I just want to pull a fire card for you, because I was feeling, let's talk about the actions. And what was coming through for fire, which is the action realm of illumination and transformation, is the shaman's way. And shamanic consciousness is something that can be accessed by everyone, even if you haven't been apprenticed through a shamanic like lineage. It's accessing the non-ordinary states of consciousness. And I'm getting very strongly that you all have this innate capacity to do this, but sometimes you stop yourself, right? For many, many reasons. You stop yourself from accessing your own true connection to spirit that you can innately tap into. Okay. It happens most easily when you are deeply aligned and connected with nature. So this is this opportunity for you to explore your innate capacity to look beyond what you see in the world right now with your eyes, and feel with your heart, and vision with your mind, and sense with your body what the energy actually is, because it's energy of deep transformation, alchemy, right? We are transforming so much of what was and what wasn't working. And I mean, nature does this all the time. Things don't remain static. You can look at nature's seasons to see this, right? We don't have full growth all the time in all parts of the planet. It goes through a birth and death cycle, right? So moving beyond the fear of death as well is part of the shaman's way, and understanding that these creation and destruction cycles are part of our experience, are part of creation. And I'm really hearing that you can walk beside people in this and help them navigate what that feels like. So I'm really wanting to tap into the energy of that. And the energy and emotion and feeling is from the water realm. The water is saying here to us that this is how we regenerate. Okay. Regenerate is letting things that are complete start to dissolve, decay, fade away, release, let go, die, so that new growth can be formed. This is nature's way, and this is what's happening. And the shaman knows how to navigate this regeneration with more grace and ease. Okay. People out there in the world that are seeing what feels like the world falling apart are sometimes freaking out. And you're here to remind them that things must dissolve, must crumble, so that the new has space to be born, to be birthed. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm laughing because I just cut the deck to the air realm, which is the mental realm. And y'all get the same card as air and water. It's so funny. Like, you cannot make this stuff up. Oh my gosh. And I cut the deck in half exactly. Like, again, just randomly, I put this card back in the middle of the deck. It is the mass consciousness card. And it is no synchronicity and no surprise that you're all hearing this message. So the mass consciousness is the collective. And I've been talking about how you are here to guide the collective through the death and rebirth cycle, right, of nature, through that shamanic path, through understanding the regeneration that must occur. But the mass consciousness doesn't get that. The mass consciousness is like, oh no, everything's falling apart. And you're like, sure, it's making space. It's dissolving what is not working, right? And we know that nature has this innate capacity to take the decay and to recycle it and reuse it, right? That's what all the bacteria and fungi and worms and maggots and other insects do. It's they take all of that and they break it back down. And earth is the master alchemist to rebuild it, and something new can grow. And you, as someone who is being, called to do this shamanic work, not necessarily being a shaman. Don't call yourself a shaman unless you've been initiated into the lineage, by the way. But this is your work here to really support this death and rebirth cycle right now. So I'm getting a spirit card. The fifth element is spirit, the essence realm. And this is personal divinity for you, my beautiful friends. So earth friends, your capacity to work with your personal divinity is coming through this stuff. It's coming through the shamanic places of being able to walk through the death and rebirth cycles. And we oftentimes think of water signs like Scorpio being able to do that with the phoenix rising from the ashes and what have you. But nature does this too, right? This is part of nature's expression. And so really keeping the mass consciousness and what they're going through in mind, but understanding that there's something so much bigger at play here. It's regeneration. And this is happening for all of us, you included, at the personal level as well as the collective level right now. It's all an opportunity for us to come into closer contact and awareness and expression of our personal divinity, which means that sacred spark, that essence expression of our own light, and shine it out bright. So my invitation to you, really to anchor in this main character energy, is to own that, own your personal divinity, own your capacity for regeneration and transformation, just like the earth, just like nature, and own your capacity to hold yourself through it and be an example of what is possible for the rest of humanity. This work is some of the most profound that we can do. And earth signs, you are here to really be that rock and be that stability, right? You know how to slow it down and to be the essence of nature and to express that and be an example for all of what it looks like in terms of all of these things, your personal divinity through the shamanic expression capacity to go beyond, which is really tapping us into your true nature and nature itself, which will support you in regeneration and holding that for the mass consciousness and going beyond what the mass consciousness is doing right now and stepping into your personal divinity. So let that all land. These elemental forces all create the unified field, and the unified field of creation is everything, right? It's the earth, it's the air, it's the water, it's the fire, and the spirit, the action realm, all moving together in harmony and in unity. And you as an earth person really have that capacity in you to tap into it and revel in it and enjoy it. And if you have enjoyed these elemental cards and this reading, I want to share that you have an opportunity to learn how to do this as well. These cards are currently only available to people who enroll in my Elemental Oracle Card Reader Certification Program or my Larger Creation Coach Academy. Thanks to the global supply chain issues that are happening right now, so I'm going to leave details below, but if you want to learn how to work with these elemental forces of creation, this is your way in to get the cards currently. They'll eventually be available for public sale, but working with these elements will bring you even more in tune with your personal divinity and your nature, right? Because we're all made up of all of the elements, but these will rekindle your connection to nature itself as well as your nature, and they are the most beautiful deck to support you in really amplifying all of the magic that's in you. So check out the link below and do go back and watch the energy interpretation for October if you need that context for stepping into your main character energy, right? To be the light that helps the masses who are maybe freaking out right now to see that we are going to make it through this together, but you get to be a leader in that way. So really sending you so much love and so much honor for being on this path. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any more energy updates, energy readings, card readings, and opportunities to really integrate and amplify your abundance, your prosperity as a way shower and a leader of this acceleration of humanity's move towards their personal divinity. I love you so much. Have a beautiful rest of your day. We'll connect soon.